Welcome back, guys. Cell. It's Cell here for you. ये टाइटल कैसा रहेगा मतलब ये इंट्रो हाँ It's Cell here for you. मेरे नाम को तकरीबन लोग गलत बोलते हैं मतलब सेल मुझे पता है कि CELL होगा वो जो ना मैंने जो सेल लिखा हुआ है वो मेरा फुल नाम
A beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I gave you my word. I came to the feast. You look good.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
आइवन ने शादी की नहीं की लड़ने का उसके बाद चलो बिना किसी बकचोदी के आगे बढ़ते हैं शादी भी कोई भंड ना होगा बस भंड हो गया तो बड़ा बुरा हो जाएगा क्या पता यहाँ पे आकर खंजर मार दे उसको खंजर मार दे और मर जाए रंडी का देखते हैं यार शादी कैसे करवाते हैं अच्छा लाल दाग लगाना है सर पे उसके बाद अच्छा 2 अंगूठियां पहना अब बस वो भी पहनाएगी सही है
I hereby name you man and wife, and as man and wife, I name you...
King.
Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
जो उससे देख उनका कद कितना बड़ा है बेटा लगता है इसका चलो हमारा काम तो हो गया देखते हैं अब क्या होता है अलायंस तो बढ़ गया यहाँ पे बस यहाँ दफा होना है अब
You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
थोड़ी चिल्ला क्यों रहा है चुती आराम से बोल सकता है ये बात ठीक है Welding halls into your festivals
Skål, Ivor! Let's have a drink.
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special
A metal.
to Odin and his endless glories.
And the new. Not bad, Wolf-Kissed. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
A fool's wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia.
And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
Let us. We'll take your figure. मेरे पास 130 नहीं है.
Silver, such tiny ambition. Do it for the skulls that will sing songs of our superior bellies.
बेंजा मतलब कटा दिया. भेजो मैं जल्दी कर हो गया. रुको मैं जल्दी कर रहा हूँ. बहुत जल्दी कर रहा हूँ. वो भेड़ का लोड़ा पी कैसे रहा है.
This ale is strong, Brodir.
But I am strong.
बड़ा यार ये तो मतलब बेंच वो तो नशे में हो गया है मेरा बता.
Eivor, care for a challenge? Eivor! Wolf.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness this, you drunken loud.
बेंच चोदी नशे में.
Yes, that's it. As with everything, an easy task for the Wolf-Kissed.
Ah, barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive.
जीत गया 50 सिल्वर जीते मैं.
Look there! Finland on the roof!
The road to Val.
चुतिया कौन खाता है चुतिया.
The boar represents fertility.
As does Freya.
Yet I wonder.
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield.
You want to live with me? बेंच I'm not interested. ये क्या है बेंच क्या सोना चाहता है मेरे साथ.
Sheath your plow sword, Brodir. I'm not interested.
You thought... No. I wasn't...
Well ahead of you, friend.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me? I think he... You know I should go.
बड़ा बे कुत्ती माँ का बच्चा है यार. मेरे को समझ आता है बेंच मैं गेम हो रहा हूँ कुत्ते के बच्चे.
Sweet swine? Come join me!
ऊपर है रंडी का. मैं बोलूँ बेंच अंदर क्यों नहीं. क्या बोलेगा ये इसका क्या मिशन है.
The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to...
Look! The moon!
Are you all right? I'm glad to hear.
I always felt like...
My long...
Come on. Let's get you to solid ground.
You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had...
सो
Enough
जाओ
fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready for your address. I'm not.
I'm ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults. But the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Yes. Oswald will be a king, good king. East Anglia is safe now. Skull.
To the good King Oswald! Skull!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Score! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom.
Quick, brother! We can't lose to Oswald!
जल्दी भाग भोसड़ी के कोई इन सबसे तेज है भाई दूसरा मैं गया हूँ तो फिर मैं दरवाजा बंद कर दिया
You lost!
हाँ ये तो पीछे था Oswald तो पीछे था यार मेरे ख्याल से
It was a beautiful wedding, Oswald. Like you said it would be.
Thanks to you, and everything you've done here.
I believe in you my settlement safety East Anglia
It won't be easy putting the pieces of East Anglia back together. But you won't be alone. Saxon and Dane have banded together in your name. You're the right man for the throne, and they'll be with you.
Thank you, Eivor. I don't know what to say.
When we met, I spoke of an alliance. Will you hold to the oath you made?
I will. Consider East Anglia a friend of the Raven clan.
There will be a day when I come calling.
Goodbye, friend.
Until next time, great king.
चलो तीन जगह अलायंस बन चुका
I
है
should
हमारा
find Finnear. Say goodbye before I leave.
लीड नहीं देती हो कोई
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had...
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die fierce.
Glory cares not for age, Finnear. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
सही है मतलब इसको भी ले जाएंगे मैंने पता है क्या
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
रांडवी के पास जाना है वापस मैंने वेडिंग हॉर्न्स नहीं वेडिंग हॉर्स पढ़ लिया चलो इसको रांडवी को बता दें क्या सीन है तेज भाग यार कभी तो तेज भाग
Eivor, have you seen Wallace?
नहीं एक वॉचडॉग वाली के लिए टाइम रांडवी रांडवी रांडवी
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
ये क्यों हंस रहा है
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
प्लीज
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
इसको इग्नोर मारो बहन के लोड़े को छोड़ दे कोई मसला नहीं
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
Rowan, I will hear you. Hold your defense.
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail.
उसको क्या हुआ
Bereft,
चूतिए को?
not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgifu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
डिफेंस में हमारा बता
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and
Again.
joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafer's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
यार अब
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool.
Do not conflate hair.
Quiet!
Holger is right. Here's the statement, I guess. मेरे ख्याल से ये रोहन right है क्योंकि मतलब
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a as the horse's
But the horse...
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you.
Good. Return to your homes in peace.
Good God, Bambi.
जाहिर सी बात है यार एक बंदे की बोरोड कुछ चीज होती है चीज उसी की समझो चुराई है बेंच
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him.
Let's...
East Anglia.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
तीन जगह
Some interesting news.
Good for Gilbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
I want to see the Alliance map.
ये क्या है लंदन है रिवार्ड्स और ये सही रहेगा नहीं
What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd...
Ah, he is partnered with... There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
जियो यार I will praise to finally Sigurd से लेके वाला इससे पूछते हैं are you all right?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but...
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Okay. Now, what was it you needed?
Okay,
I should go.
इतना ज़रूरी नहीं है.
Eivor? A moment.
चलो गाइस अभी के लिए यहीं पे मैं सेव कर दूंगा. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग अगेन सेल के साथ.